Grand Rising Reflections. Peace to the guys walking the earth, man. I got a download for you tonight, man. Man, to all the black men out there, man, to the real righteous men, y'all really need to listen to this, man. And to all the other people, man, y'all should listen too, man, because you can probably take some out of this message, man. Everybody need to listen to this real quick. I got something for you, man. Listen here. When you're talking and you're expelling your breath, especially a man, when a man is talking, especially a real righteous man, he's supposed to expel his breath from his diaphragm. He's supposed to expel his breath with intensity and force, because that's how a man is built. That's how a man is actually built to enforce something. A man's body is meant to enforce something. You can tell by how the differences in the way that a woman's body is made and the way that a man's body is made. You can tell the differences in muscle mass, in bone density, in tissue, and how we grow. Men grow more bulkier, depending on the levels of estrogen and testosterone while he's growing, depending on his environment, depending on the knowledge that he gets, depending on the sex, depending on the sacred energy exchange, In the natural realm, the man is supposed to be enforcing. The man is supposed to be putting down the laws and principles, constantly repeating them so that they can be embedded and encoded into your subconscious mind. And what is your subconscious mind? Your subconscious mind is everything around you, including your body. Your subconscious mind is everything in your reality that you think is separate from you. Your subconscious mind is your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. See, your conscious mind is only experiencing it all. Your conscious mind is only 5% of reality. The other 95% is your subconscious mind. So when you stuck in a fucked up situation and you feeling fucked up, it's because of your subconscious mind. It's because of your subconscious mind and the way that you're viewing reality and the way that you respond to it. The way that you respond, the way that you view reality, think about life, think about yourself, and respond to the situation that's happening to you is why you're in the situation that you're in, before you even know yourself. That's why everyone should get their astrological charts, man. Everyone should actually sit down, bro. If it's hard for you to get a chart right now, you should actually sit still with yourself and actually think about how you think about life. You should actually sit there and actually think about what the heck you're doing with your life. Somebody came and told me, bro, because I was proclaiming the kingdom with due emphasis. None that I was saying was in fact, but the only reason this person said that they didn't want to be around me is because the way I'm speaking reminded them of something that happened when they were young. When the male figures in their life was yelling at them and putting them in closets and shit and basically torturing them. So I'm like, you gonna let that stop you? You gonna let that memory, you gonna let that piece of you stop you from embracing growth and betterment of your own mind? First of all, you gotta understand energy, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. Only transformed from one form to another. That's a simple fact. That's been scientifically proven. So no matter what you go through in life, all the way from the time you're born all the way to now, in your present self, it was the same energy that was around you before. It was the same energy that was around you when you was born. It's just in different forms. It's different people expressing the same energy, just giving you different things. So when you in your mind and you going through bullshit in your life all the way, you know what I'm saying? You're going through a whole lot of bullshit in your life and you start wanting better, situations going to start popping up in your life. People are going to come into your life. Those people that come into your life that show you what you can better about yourself, that can show you that the people that you was hanging around, that you don't need to hang around them. You need to latch on to a mentor. You need to latch on to a family, a group of people that actually think on the thought frequency that you want to think on and behave how and can give you the actual proper knowledge through how they behave. And it can give you the divine facts about how reality exists and all of that. So me being a man and expelling the thoughts, the divine, me channeling my higher self and expressing it through my astrological energy brings people, because it makes people see their generational curses that they need to overcome. Because just like how that person said, Just like how that person said, the way I speak, just the way I speak now, not the knowledge I'm saying, not the knowledge I'm saying, just how I'm speaking it. See, people got to move past how a person is speaking something and actually listen word for word to what that person is saying. Actually listen to word for word, especially if they deep in the knowledge. They proclaiming the kingdom every day. They studying themselves every day, and they know actually how reality works, like me. Just like when that person was young, and they had the masculine figures around them, using that masculine energy for bad. Now, since this person wants to do better with their life, they got the same type of masculine energy in their life, expressing it the same way, but expressing divine knowledge through it. Expressing the same energy in a different form. Expressing the same kind of energy, this masculine energy, this energy of talking from your diaphragm that helps you breathe. Yeah, I know that. Yes, your diaphragm, you should know that, man. You should know that, Reflections. Your diaphragm is where you're supposed to be breathing from. You should practice breathing from your diaphragm because it'll help you get in tune with your emotions and know how to use your emotions, no matter how you're feeling. That's how I learned. You learn how to breathe. When you learn how to breathe is when you'll actually know how to think. When you learn how to breathe, you'll know how to think. Because where does oxygen go? When you breathe, all of that oxygen is going to your brain. If you ain't got enough oxygen, if you don't know how to breathe, if you don't know how to inhale and exhale, expel the right amount of breath, inhale the right amount of breath, then your brain is not going to get as much oxygen as it needs to think properly, to operate properly. And if you don't expel out how you're supposed to expel out, then you're going to keep in the chemical compounds that your body is trying to give out, that your body is trying to give out to the rest of nature. You're going to keep the toxins. You're going to keep those built up memories within your emotions, those built up generational curses that you need to overcome. You're going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again until you realize that everything is yourself and that the situations that happen are lessons for you to take and integrate into your consciousness, your state of thinking, so that you can overcome them and that you can reach your higher self, so you can overcome all of the so-called flaws, all of the so-called debilitations within your astrological energy. So you can overcome that. So you can overcome constantly, so you can constantly edit your thought process. Because everything you experience, the way you're looking at life and the way you respond to life is due to how your thoughts are patterned. It's all due to your thought processes. How you think about shit, how you act, how you feel. How you think determines how you're going to feel and act. If you think that you're always supposed to be comfortable, if you think that you're supposed to be happy all the time, then you got life messed up, because life is not here for you to be comfortable. Life is for you to be put in circumstances that challenge you, for you to be faced with things that try to see, are you really who you say you are? That try to make you ask the question, am I really who I say I am? Am I really who I think I am? Am I really growing? Am I really doing better for myself? Let me see. In every situation that happens in your life, if you focus on growth and betterment, every situation that happens in your life, it's only going to bring out a part of yourself that you need to deal with. It's only going to bring out a part of yourself that you need to overcome. It's only going to bring a part of yourself that challenges you to be the best self that you can be. It's only going to do that. So when it comes to me and expressing myself, man, you better know who you're dealing with. Why do you think I say, man, JAH MASHIAC is here to live out and teach our wisdom? Because I'm not JAH MASHIAC. I am JAH MASHIAC. But objectively, I'm everything. Objectively, I'm the laws and principles that hold this reality in existence. I'm the consciousness that's making everything happen around here. I'm the consciousness that's making all the energy transform the way it's transforming. So all I got to do as a subjective part of that same consciousness, my body, my avatar as being a subjective part of that objective reality, all I got to do is get through my own subjectiveness, my own subjective programming, The way I look at life that's blocking me from seeing the objectivity of reality. That's blocking me from seeing the objective facts that I need to see in order for me to grow within my subjective self. In order for me to be a part of the objective realm as a subjective self, growing the objectivity, growing through objectivity, and not just my own subjectivity, not just the way I'm looking at life, but how life actually is. Not just the way I'm looking at life, not what I think truth is, but beyond our perceptions of what truth is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I know how my body is built. I know the technologies of my body. I know that I came into this masculine form for a reason. I know what masculine energy is for. It's to force. It's to enforce. So to all the men, all the black brothers out there, all the men, period, all the brown human beings on the planet that's imbued with the level of masculine energy and also wishing for growth and betterment or connecting to the consciousness of growth and betterment of being with your higher self. Don't let anybody stop you, man. Don't let anybody stop you from talking the way you're supposed to talk. The way the objective laws, the way God is speaking through you. Don't let anybody stop you from that. Because you're supposed to proclaim the kingdom. What's the definition of proclaim, bro? What's the definition? Not just go up there and tell them. Not just come up to them like, hey man, let me tell you something real quick. You know, don't you know you God, bro? Don't you know, you ever heard of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, man? Like, you ain't never heard of these sciences, bro, that explain reality? No! If your astrological energy is set up like that, set up for you to, dude, that's a divine reason. If your astrological energy is set up for you to speak like this, when you're giving out the truth, that's because you're here to enforce the truth. Masculine energy is here to enforce the laws. Masculine energy is here to enforce the rules on this plane. The feminine energy is supposed to guide itself by the force. It's supposed to guide itself by the force. The feminine energy is supposed to take that force, go with the flow of that force, but make it beautiful. Nurture that force. Make it abstract, make it more abstract so that it can become more of a subconscious program. So that it become more of so that it makes this whole reality based in objective facts. That's what the feminine is supposed to do. See, the man's supposed to go out, get all the knowledge so that he can apply it. The man is supposed to enforce the laws and rules and the principles based on his observation of the simulation. Because the simulation is here, this reality is a simulation, and the simulation is here to be studied and observed. But if you just study and observe something, if you just study and observe something and you don't do something with that information, then you got that for nothing. You got the information for nothing. You dumber than ignorant people. You're dumber, you're more ignorant than a person that doesn't even know the knowledge, because you got all the knowledge and you're not even using it. You got all this information built up inside of you, black man. You got all of this information built up inside of you, brown people of the earth. You got all of this information built up inside of us. We got freaking supercomputers in our hands. All this information on how to build technologies that we dream of every night. We got the information to do it. But how many people do you see on the street? How many people do you see on the news? How many people do you see on social media building new technologies, teaching about what metals go with what metals and what crystals and what minerals can be put together to make things do specific things, to make things levitate, to make atoms, to make chemical compounds recreate themselves. You don't see people on the internet promoting, and you don't see any of the youth. You don't see many people talking about nuclear fusion. No, we know about nuclear fission. We know about combustion. We know about combustion engines. But we don't know about nuclear fusion. We don't know about engines with energy within it that makes its own energy. Soon as you turn it on, it's constantly making its own energy. You ain't never gotta put no oil in it. Nah, we not giving out this information because we get out this information. Oh man, that's why you got so many distractions around you, man. You can't let this realm distract you, man. Don't let what's in your subconscious mind right now prevent you from programming it properly with the information and the data that you want in it. You are literally living within a simulation, something designed by your higher mind. You are literally living within a video game, a movie, a cartoon, a projection of something that actually exists. You actually living out something that's already been planned, something that's already been written for you to do. So why are you connecting with other possibilities of all the other things that you can do besides bettering yourself? You must study yourself. You must know thyself. Reflection. You must know thyself. And the ancients say, when you know thyself, then you know God. And because the kingdom of heaven is within you. When you know thyself, then you know God, because the kingdom of heaven is within you. You see my sun right here? You see my star? You see my mitosis aftermath? You see the aftermath of my mitosis? You see that? What I'm speaking right now and how it's bouncing off everything in this room is programming this child's subconscious mind. According to the knowledge, according to the way that he hears it, according to the way that I'm speaking it, because all of the stuff bouncing off in the background, all of the acoustics, that's abstract. What I'm saying right now to y'all is not abstract to you, because you see what I'm saying? It holds words that are already being viewed in your conscious mind on a steady basis. You see what I'm saying? But when those words become images within your mind, because we speak the same language, when those words become images, that's automatically a subconscious program. But it's not going to become an image to him. It's not going to become an image to him. All the images that he see, his subconscious mind all around us is all he know. But your subconscious mind also gets programmed through abstract events. Through abstract events, images, and traumas. Those are the three ways that your subconscious mind is programmed. So when you going through some shit like the person I was just talking about, when you done went through some shit, that's a subconscious program. When you done went through having a bad experience with masculine energy and it traumatized you, and it automatically make you bring in energies, constantly bring in energies to help you deal with that subconscious program and reprogram it. The same energy, just transformed in a different way. The same energy, just made to where it actually benefits you instead of being a detriment to your consciousness. It's the same energy. So when people are in Babylon, these women in Babylon, that you know what I'm saying, think they can, you know what I'm saying, do what they want to do. I'm independent, don't need no man. These people are fucked up in the head mentally. And I'm gonna just put it straightforward, because biologically, you know for a motherfucking fact that you cannot, I don't give a fuck what kind of technology these motherfuckers make. You know for a damn fact, nigga, in the natural realm, you cannot make no damn baby by yourself. And you show for damn show ain't gonna be able to motherfucking travel the world and build, you know what I'm saying, whole societies without a man, bro. That's just point blank, period. You cannot do anything, like I said, bro. In the natural realm, and you can clearly look at how our bodies are built. Look at how men's bodies are built. You cannot disrespect, you cannot disown a natural man. You cannot, and if you do, you gotta be retarded. You gotta be confused. You gotta be confused, because this is plain as day in your face that men are stocky. Men pronounce things with force. Men have deeper voices. Men have deep, like, bro, like motherfuckers speak from their diaphragm, bro. Like you cannot, bro. People raised up in Babylon, they're like this because of their subconscious minds. Everything around them is telling them the opposite of what is objective facts. So if a person been through that, if a person been through a negative situation with masculine energy, and then on top of that, they're in a system, they're living in a system all throughout their childhood that promotes individuality rather than symbiotic living, that promotes, no matter who you are, you can do it by yourself. Like, well, why ain't everybody here then? Why is everyone here then? Because we're pieces of one another. We're pieces of one another. No, you can't do it by yourself, because if you could do it by yourself, you would have ported into this reality by yourself. You would have ported, you wouldn't have had no mother, you wouldn't have had no father. And you would have always known everything. You would have known that you have always existed. You will always be happy. You will always be in a situation that's comfortable for you. You would never grow. If you could not see and appreciate the details of what you actually are, objectively, the details of what you actually are and who you actually are as a being. You are a piece. What you think you are, what you think your body is actually a piece of what you truly are. What you think your mind is actually a piece. You see my son right here? He go to sleep to me talking like this. He goes to sleep to me expelling my voice. He goes to sleep to this. So for y'all people that you talking about you don't like the way a motherfucker talk, bro. You don't like the way a motherfucker talk, but you better listen to what that man's saying. You better listen to what that man's saying. It's called constructive criticism. If a man come to you and be real and straight up with you, you don't like that. But when a motherfucker coming up being fake, they being nice. They acting like they nice. They being nice to you, but they being fake as fuck. Because they not saying some shit how they really want to say it to you. But when I come and I actually say it how I'm supposed to say it, because I know myself, because I actually study myself and know why I do certain things. Except now, I know how to do it. Now I know when I do shit, what to do. What to do when I'm yelling. What to do when I'm feeling angry. What to do when I'm feeling sad. What to do when I'm feeling happy. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to base my knowledge, base my thoughts, base all of my thoughts within objective facts. The objective facts of everything. I am everything, and I'm a piece of everything, simultaneously experiencing reality subjectively, so that I can see the process of how I'm bettering myself. So I can see the process of how I'm bettering this piece of energy. So I can see this energy, so I can study this energy and use whatever was in this energy to make a better form of that energy in my next incarnation. See, y'all motherfuckers don't overcome that subjective mind. If you don't overcome that subjectivity of thinking like, oh, I got my own mind. I can think how I want to think. No, you don't. You don't got your own fucking mind. That's the light within your astrological energy that's making you think that you got your own fucking mind. When there's a mind over you, making you think the way, the beings that program your subconscious mind, yeah. The system that we're living in Babylon, yeah. Yeah, they want you to think you got your own mind. Yeah. Yeah, it's called the art of war. Go study it. Yeah. Yeah. It's called the art of war. They make you think you free, make you think you free-minded so they can control you. When the whole time they programming your every action. When the whole time this is an experiment. Why you think they call it the projects? Why do you think they call it the hood? Because the hood covers the head. The hood holds something back. See what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't understand, bro. Motherfuckers don't understand reflection. Understand who you are. And who you are is God. Who you are the gods. Who you are is every single experience and situation that you put yourself in. Who you are is the thought. Who you are is the consciousness that actually brought you to every single person that you met. Every single person is a piece of the sun, just like you are. And you are a person, you are a piece of the sun, but everyone is the sun. So you got to realize that the way the energy is transforming around you is only for your benefit. Yes, I have masculine energy. Yes, I yell. So what? What am I saying when I'm yelling? What am I saying? How am I using my masculine energy? How am I using my masculine energy to subconsciously program everything around me and to manipulate the energy around me? That's what people need to be thinking about. Reflection. Reflection, that's what we need to be thinking about. Who are we? What are we? What is this? Why do I react to certain things? Why do I look at life a certain way? Okay, I know. Okay, I wasn't conscious of all that. I wasn't conscious of the reason that I reacted to everything in my life that way. And that's why I get put in situations where I felt uncomfortable, where I was in a state of misunderstanding. Why I really couldn't understand what's going on. Like, why the heck am I going through this? What the heck? What the heck am I doing? What the heck is going on? But now, since I'm conscious of it, dude, I know exactly what's going on. Like, dude, when you know yourself, you're going to know, okay, I express myself this way and look at life this way for certain reasons. This part of me looking at life is fucked up, so I need to change that or do some, combat that with certain thoughts when I see that pop up in my mind. When I see that pop up in my mind. When I see the way I'm looking at life is not bettering me, I'm a reprogram that. Every time that thought, that way I look at life pops up and makes me see thoughts in a way that is not beneficial for my growth and betterment of my mind, I'm going to automatically bring the objective facts in. No matter who I am. No matter who you are, you can do this. That's why it says the Christ is open to many. That's why it says the Christ, it don't matter who you are. You can get the Christ, you can get the Christship, man. You can get this christening. You can get this fluid, man. You can enhance that fluid that trickled down your spine. You can enhance your mind. You can enhance the breath that you're taking in, man. Because, bro, spirit ain't nothing but breath and life. Spirit doesn't mean anything but life. It means energy. Spirit is energy. And I'm very spirited. When I'm yelling, when I'm expelling this is how I know that what I'm doing is actually what I'm supposed to do. Because my astrological energy, man, I'm not going to break it all down right now, but I know for a fact that when I yell, when I increase the intensity of the objective facts, the intensity of the energy of the objective thought, of the objective facts coming, expelling out of me through my throat chakra, through my throat. Once I see that happening, I know that that's a higher vibration of energy. I know that that's a higher vibration of energy. So because I'm expelling more breath. When you're expelling more breath, you add to the intensity or the vibration of the energy that's coming out your throat chakra. That's why in the indigenous cultures, you see them playing drums. The drums, all that is subconscious programming. They subconsciously program themselves all the time. You see them playing drums. You see the man coming out there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like expelling breath out their diaphragm with high intensity. That's why I do that with high intensity, because that high intense vibration will break through to your subconscious mind. That high intense vibration breaks through to your subconscious mind. When you have lower level vibrations around you, it takes a roar. It takes a high vibrational sound. It takes a high frequency thought to come through. And that's why that's why my astrological energy, and that's why my body is made the way it is. And that's why I see life the way I see life. That's why any philosophy that I can take hold to, I'm going to integrate that into my consciousness. I'm going to integrate that into my mind to bring balance and enhance that philosophy, enhance that way of living, enforce that way of living. Because I'm an Aries doesn't mean that just because my sun is an Aries doesn't mean that I'm going to miss every single detail. If I do miss any details, hey, I know, bro, I got a Libra Jupiter in the 10th house, bro. I got a Libra Jupiter in the 10th house. I'm not going to break down my whole astrological energy, but I'm just telling you, these are aspects of my astrological energy that allow me to be who I am and still give out divine knowledge and still give out divine facts. No matter how you look at it, bro, if you don't listen to every word I'm saying, if you don't listen to what I'm telling y'all, then I don't know. Maybe you need to reevaluate the way you thinking. Not the way I'm thinking. Don't try to tell me about how I need to fix how I'm thinking, because I know how I'm thinking. I know why I see life the way I'm seeing life. I know why I respond or used to respond to certain things the way I responded to them. Now I'm using the same energy that I've always had all of my life, and I'm using it for growth and betterment of the all. I'm using it for growth and betterment of the consciousness of everybody, the collective consciousness. And this character, this avatar, JAH MASHIAC, means God, the Messiah. JAH means God. It means the God. In Rastafarianism, JAH is the high God. It's the most high God. It's the most high. It's the high. It's the high intensity. It's the great. It's the Jehovah. It's the great. And it's the great. And bro, it's the dude that you should fear, man. It's the dude that you should actually fear. But you see, without fear, there is no love, man. That's what you got to understand. Without fear, there is no love. Because the way I speak when I get this information, when I get my downloads, and I'm teaching you how to better yourself, but you want to fight against the objective facts just because of how I'm saying it? Nah, you need to reevaluate your mind. Because how I'm saying it is how I'm saying it with the high intensity is actually bringing lower self forms of your subconscious to the surface, to your conscious mind, for you to actually deal with them. Because as I'm speaking, what's happening, what the process of it is when this person was telling me, okay, yeah, I was like, when you talk like that, man, it made me think about something that happened in my past, right? Okay. When it makes you think about that, just because of the way I'm speaking, that's because my speaking is high. It's a high intense vibration. It's a very intense. See, it's not about, bro. It's not about anything but how you respond to the situation when you're under pressure. Black people, brown people, we've been under pressure, and now we're becoming diamonds. Anything that we are given, we take it and we make it better. Anything that we are given, we take it and we make it better. So that's what I'm doing. I took the knowledge. And my body is already innately made to make it better. That intense vibration, when you hear that, because you done went through some of your life and you pushed it to the back of your mind, when I'm speaking to you with this intense vibration, this high vibration, moving so fast, when particles move fast, the heat turn up, don't it? Yeah, the heat, it get hot. It get hot. Bro, if you think it's hot on Earth, bro, if you think it's hot in the tropics, if you think it's hot in the Sahara Desert, dude, where you think it's hot where we came from? Our consciousness beams from the sun. Our consciousness beams from the sun. If you think those particles moving together is heat, then what you think that's coming from the road? It's beyond heat. It's beyond heat and cold. It's beyond temperature. What is coming from the sun, what is streaming through me is beyond how I'm saying it. That's what I'm giving to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What's beyond, what is given to the masculine man in these times, what is given to the man that wishes to connect back to nature in these times, is higher than how he says it. It's higher than the subjective avatar that we are given to push it through. It is objective facts. It is the foundation of understanding reality. It's actually the foundation of reality. So if you don't want to be around me because of how I'm saying something, the way I'm giving it to you, then that means you don't even need the package. That means you don't even need the whole package, because what I'm giving it to you is a package. What I'm giving to you, I'm giving you divine knowledge with objective facts backing it up, a complete understanding of a situation that you're going through, and giving it to you in a way that is very high, intense, and can break through barriers. That's why when I speak, that's why when I give it to you, it automatically sends you to a place that you need to overcome within your mind. It automatically sends you to that place because it's all about growth. You put that thought in the back of your head because you didn't want to deal with it. You didn't want to grow from that situation. You weren't subconsciously programmed. You weren't in a state of mind to where you could think about the situation objectively and see what you are and see what you're going through. Okay, why am I going through this situation? So throughout your whole life, it's just constantly been transforming. That energy that anybody's energy, any energy, let me tell you some reflection. Any energy that you do not use for your benefit, it's going to come back around and show you why you need to. It's going to come back around. Any energy that you don't deal with and can see the ins and outs of how that energy is bettering you and what aspects of the energy you need to take to better yourself, then it's going to, if you leave from that energy or you push that energy away from you, no matter what, it's called karma, man. The transformation of energy is just karma. The law of rhythm says it's going to swing back and forth. It's going to constantly swing back and forth. The law of polarity says that when the energy transforms, it's going to transform to the opposite of that energy. It's going to be the same energy. It's just going to be a different extreme of that energy, a different extremity, a different part of that energy. So when you push out a part of your mind, when you push out a situation or you push out a memory that you're really supposed to be dealing with and trying to see the lesson in it and how to integrate that lesson, how did it better you? How did it make you who you are today? And how you can use it in your daily life to become better than who you are today? Then it's just gonna come back around in a different form, so that you can do that. It's gonna teach you. But you see what I'm saying? Doing that though, you're gonna be going from instead of going from point A to point B as a straight shot, from point A to point B, instead of doing that, you're gonna be going all around to all these other different points and letters, from Z to fucking V to U to motherfucking C, D, F, W, you throwing all these different points, going through suffering and pain and agony and like, why I don't understand this situation? Why am I in this situation? Why did I put myself here? Yada, yada, yada. Who is this person I'm dealing with? Why am I in this situation? Oh my God, cry. All this shit. Depression, all that shit. And then you're going to think. You're going to think because it's been put in your subconscious. When you push the energy back, it's going to come back. When you push the energy out, it's going to come back in a different form. That energy that you push out is going to come back in another form regardless. So what I'm trying to get to your reflection is the stuff that happened in your past and then what's happening now correlate to one another. But that does not mean that exact you went through is in the same form. That doesn't mean that see, everything that you experience is always happening. This is quantum. This is a quantum reality. This is the infinite field of all possibilities. Anything that you experience is already happening. It was happening before you became conscious of this experience, and it's going to keep happening throughout your life until you leave this experience. Anything that you experience is always happening anyway. It's just happening in many different forms. All the energy is constantly changing up in such a way to where when it reacts with another energy to see the outcome, so that it can be analyzed, so that it can be observed. So when you're going through a situation like that where the masculine energy is not being used properly, and then you bottle it up within yourself because you didn't understand that masculine energy was being used improperly, and since you know that masculine energy, the same intensity, was being used to give negative subconscious programmings, then you can analyze the situation and say, okay, well, they was yelling and at a high intense and doing negative shit. Let me find masculine energy instead of pushing away masculine energy, period. Understanding what the masculine energy is for and how it can be used to better you. That's what I'm saying. Understanding what the masculine energy is for and how it can be used for your betterment and growth is what we need to be looking at. And also understanding yourself. Also understanding how your energies work and how you can use them for your growth. Because if you don't understand how your energies work and how you can use them for your growth, basically any situation that happened in your life anyway, you're not going to be able to understand it. You're not going to be able to understand why you responded to it, why you look at it, and why the situation is happening to you. Everything that happens is for a reason. It don't just happen to you, man. It don't just happen to you. So if you go through that type of situation where the masculine energy is being used negatively, you can understand, okay, what is masculine energy for? Masculine energy is to enforce rules, laws, stipulations, to give guidance, to tell you what to do. That is literally what masculine energy is for. Okay, the masculine energy is supposed to gather the information to know what to do before it can tell you. Then, which is the neutron, the proton is supposed to gather up the energy to know what itself, to know what it's supposed to do in this reality. That becomes the neutron because that's a neutral energy. That is objective facts. Objective facts are neutral. You can use them how you want to. You can use them how you want to. And then that man is supposed to give that energy to electrons and other atoms. And when there's other groups of these electrons, protons, and neutrons coming together in the right way, then they create chemical compounds and they create realms. They create whole realities. This is how this earth, this is how Babylon was made. This is how our indigenous villages were made. People on the same frequency, thought frequency, expressing it in different ways, but still connecting with one another based on the objective frequency, the objective thought frequency, based upon the knowledge that they held within their minds. So instead of pushing away all the masculine energy itself, you're going to see what that masculine energy is for. And when it comes a time for that masculine energy to come around again, when that energy gets transformed, since you pushed it back, since you pushed it out of your life, pushed it out your mind, instead of understanding, that masculine energy is going to come in another form, which is me. That masculine energy is going to come in another form into me in your life and give you the same type of energy, but transformed in a different way so that you can understand that masculine energy itself, that yelling and using my diaphragm and expelling my vocals itself is not the problem. Expelling my vocals the way I express them at my mouth, at my throat chakra, is not the problem. The problem is the way we look at our situations that we go through. Because when you look at it in the right way, you're going to grow through it. You're not going to let that keep you from advancing in your mind. You're not going to let that keep you from doing anything that you really want to do in your life. You're not going to let that keep you from looking at life from a higher view. Yes, I use my masculine energy. Yes, I yell. So what? I'm using it for righteousness. I'm using it to better the collective consciousness. The people in your past, they weren't conscious of this. They were using that energy. They were misusing that energy. I'm not going to misuse that energy. I'm going to properly use this high intense yelling, this high intense expelling and expression of objective facts through my masculine energy, through my gifts. This is a gift. The way I speak is a gift. Because not a lot of people can speak like this and keep their right mind the whole time they speaking. Not a lot of people can be in an intense situation and hold objective facts in their mind. Hold the right thing to do within their mind the whole time they're going through any emotion. Not many people can do that. But you see me, I understand myself. I'm JAH MASHIAC. JAH MASHIAC is here to live and out and teach higher wisdom as an example for the collective consciousness. And I say today that no matter how the masculine energy sounds, no matter how the masculine energy is so fearful, makes you so scared, that it's actually there for a good purpose. It's actually there. That masculine energy is there for a great purpose. It's there for you to actually enforce your own thoughts of growth and betterment in yourself. It's just like when you in an army. When you in an army, why you come to the army? Because you wanted to join something that says protect, serve, protect my people, right? So you got people, so you got generals and sergeants that's there. Okay, you said in your mind, it's okay, it's quiet, right? Okay, it's quiet. Yeah, I want to go, I want to go and get in the army. In the back of your mind, what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to go get in the army. And you go get in the army, Navy, Marines, or whatever it is. It don't matter what organization it is. You just listen to the point. You go get in there, and then you got motherfuckers there that's like, hey! Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, all up in your face, spinning all that. You know what I'm saying? You think the motherfuckers you think motherfuckers like that give a damn, bro? When they dedicated, see, if you truly dedicated to something, you're not gonna care about motherfuckers getting in your face telling you what to do what's right, bro, and spitting on you, bro. You're not gonna care about that because you gonna automatically acknowledge this nigga telling me some real shit. Let me listen to this motherfucker and let me just take what he's saying and do better. That's it. That's all you're gonna think. You're not gonna talk back. You gonna sit there. If you in the army, you done seen videos of them in the army, motherfucking sergeants yelling at their ass, drop down, give me 20, all that. You done seen people do that. You done seen them do that. Do you think them boys give a damn? Yeah, some of them do, because they not really dedicated. Some of them give a damn because they not really dedicated to that mission. They're not really dedicated to being with that group. They're not really dedicated to doing what it takes to actually be in the place that they in. So you know what happened to them? They eventually fucking get left. You see what I'm saying? Fucking die. Something happens to where they don't. You see what I'm saying? That they don't stick with that team. They don't stick with that conscience. They don't stick with that group. When you're focused on the knowledge, on the divine knowledge, you're not gonna care about how the knowledge is presented to you. You just gonna care about the knowledge. That's all you're gonna care about. You're not gonna care about how this person is telling you the knowledge. You're gonna just care about getting the knowledge, period. Because the knowledge is the most important piece of the puzzle. If you ain't got the knowledge, then you can't even have feelings about what a motherfucker's saying. You can't even have the right feelings about what a person is saying if you don't have the right knowledge in your mind. If you don't have the right knowledge that helps you create the right thought processes to think about the situations you're going through in the right way, then of course you're going to feel some type of way about the shit you're going through and how the knowledge is presented to you. I mean, that's simple mathematics. That's simple facts. That's simple as 1, 2, 3. Man, shout out to Carbonation. Shout out to Chief. Shout out to the immortals, the honorable, and the Grand Master Teachers out there, and the Grand Master Chiefs out there. Shout out to Eligio the Christ doing this thing, man. I love myself. Man, don't let these people try to stop you from proclaiming the kingdom. You know about the kingdom of God, bro. You know what it is. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let your debilitation stop you from proclaiming the kingdom. Proclaiming the kingdom means to do it, to pronounce and to do it with due emphasis. That means to go out to publicly. That means to publicly announce with due emphasis. The word proclaim. The word proclaim means to pronounce and publicize with due emphasis. Announce, I mean. The word proclaim means to announce publicly with due emphasis. To announce publicly with due emphasis. We're supposed to be proclaiming the kingdom of God. That's what my body is made for. Yeah, I'm all out. Yeah, I'm all outside yelling. Hell yeah, what you mean? That's what I'm here to do. That's exactly what I'm here to do. To announce publicly, to publicly announce with due emphasis the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, the divine morals, principles, and facts of life that help us to be in tune with the balance of nature, with the balance of the development and growth and betterment of consciousness. So, let's get this information together, people. Share and subscribe. And if you miss anything, man, recap the video, man, because I know a lot of y'all Aries out there. Like, hey, I'm an Aries, man. One of my signs are Aries, and we do miss details sometimes, man. We do miss details. So any other sign, like, it don't matter what your sign is, man. Go through this video, actually listen to what I'm saying, bro. Actually listen, recap, go through all of my videos. In fact, go through all of my videos. Actually listen to what I'm saying. Break it down to your mind to where you can fully understand what I'm saying when I'm speaking it. Because it doesn't matter how you say something, bro. I don't care how boring a motherfucker sound. I don't care, bro. I watch video, bro. I study. That's what I do all day, every day. I'm studying different wells of knowledge. I don't care how boring. Sometimes I do think, I'll be like, man, this boring as a motherfucker. But then I correct myself, and I'll be like, man, let me actually listen to what they saying. Let me actually listen, look into the details, and see what these people talking about. And I notice that I get a further understanding. I get a better understanding when I'm not thinking about how they saying some shit rather than what they actually saying, rather than the understanding that they are relaying, that they are giving out. So that's what we need to do as a collective consciousness. We need to actually understand our situations, understand our other persons, understand our reflections, understand the whole situation around us, and then subconsciously program ourselves to be in the ideal state, in union with the state of heaven that's in our heads. Subconsciously program our whole reality around us to be how it is in our minds, to be in a constant state of understanding every situation. I love myself, family. I love myself. Peace to the gods. Share and subscribe.